What's up, guys? I'm here today with one of my favorite decks of all time. It is Ritual Beast. I was playing this deck, I think it was back in high school. This deck was so fun to play. It was around during the BA format. It was so powerful alongside a lot of cards like Macrocosmos, Dimensional Fisher, and all that. And it's just such a good fun deck. I know a lot of people really hate the deck because of the fact that it's mostly you play by yourself kind of style, and it's very solitaire-like, but I really enjoy this deck. This is one of my favorite decks ever since I started playing competitively. I was playing Black Wings, and then I moved on to this. This was one of my first real big archetype decks that I picked up, and then I was there for the hit of the Kanahawk. But nonetheless, here comes the deck again. We're getting a new Link monster. I'm starting to pick it up and play it again, and hopefully that monster will make the deck pretty viable. This is just my first test build that I have with it that does the standard that any Ritual Beast deck does, spamming Kanahawk. And it'll evolve as I go on, and I'll have new, more powerful builds to show you guys. But for right now, this is what I have. This is what I'm going to be having fun with, and this is what I'm going to be playing. If there's any ideas that you guys have, let me know. If there's anything I'm doing wrong, let me know. I would love to hear it. I would love to make this deck good again. So let's get into the deck profile. So of course you play 3 of your double summon. The Elder, that's pretty standard. You want to be able to pop off his effects, get a second normal summon, and be able to go into your Kanahawk pretty easily. 2 of the Zefra monster. When this is normal summoned, you're able to special summon one from the graveyard. It acts as a Lara or a Reborn. It's one of the best ones in the deck because it's searchable via the field spell that you're able to play with it, and there's some pretty cool new combos that you're able to do. 1 Lara, just because diversity, having she does the same thing as the Penguin. She's got 2,000 defense though, so she can put up a pretty big wall. She's a different name, so you only play 1 of her because in this build you really don't need to open with her as much as being able to open the field spell and searching for it. So this is just pretty good to have for the other name. When also she summons one from the banish pile, so you're able to kind of pop off late game with this one. I usually search for her or Lara on the second turn with the Kanahawk, so that I'm able to get a next turn play. The only really one of this one, I might have an idea where you're able to banish like you use like Gold Sark to banish Necroface, and then you use her and you get to summon one from the banish pile. So there's some pretty cool new plays that you're able to do with this deck that I'm really starting to enjoy. 3 of the new one, I don't even know her name. Actually, her name is Winda. Okay, when she's destroyed, you special summon one from the deck or extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. She's pretty powerful. She's able to kind of like give you a little bit more defense. I like it when they use when you have like a Penguin or something and they try to like get over it, or maybe you have the Kanahawk and you couldn't get the resources to bring out the Penguin, and you get Raigeki or Darkhold, and you can chain and summon her from the banish pile and then summon one from the extra deck or from the deck. So she makes for some pretty good plays. Mostly you're not really trying to, you're just usually banishing her with the Kanahawk or sending her to the graveyard with the Rampengu. 3 Kanahawk, obviously this is the best one in the deck. You want to open this and Elder to make your first turn plays and make the ulti Kanahawk. That's also standard. 3 Rampengu. This one's kind of got hurt with the ban list because you can't really reveal ulti Kanahawk to send the you can't send the Kanahawk to the graveyard anymore with this, but you can still do some plays for setting up for the Apelio to be able to send a monster to the grave and then banish it off the Apelio. And this is also still just really good to have in an opening with one of the Ritual Beast monsters, because you're able to get a free search with this. It's a simplified search for Kanahawk. 2 of the Leo. This one's good. I like this one a lot because you're able to use it on your opponent's turn. You use it once on yours, one on your opponent's. So if you actually get this into play, you're able to buff up your monsters. All your monsters, they have really high defense. So when you summon them back out, like Winda has 18, and Wen has 1,000, and Lara has 2,000. So this buffs this buffs the monsters that are on the field and that come to the field. So it's just a really good setup. It extends your plays by banishing cards out of the grave. One of the Penguin, I like the Penguin because it's a bait card. You're able to bait out things. I've used it to bait out sleepers and to stop some pendulum players. You bounce some cards to their hand and get rid of problem cards that are in your way. One Maxi, one Ghost Ogre. The deck doesn't really carry a lot of hand traps. It doesn't need to play as much and too droll. This is because you're mostly a trap setup deck. So these they help with, obviously how powerful the format is, but you don't really need to see a bunch of these, being that it's a combo deck. For the spells, one of the Ritual Beast Bonds and one E-Tele. These are the two quick plays that you run in order to extend your plays. When you activate this, you're able to banish 2 from your field to summon one of the extra deck monsters. So it's pretty good for OTKs and for like dodging certain cards. And then the emergency teleport just to bring out any of the monsters because they're all psychics. 3 terraforming for the 2 field spells we play. One of the Zephyra field spell. So when you activate this, you search for the Zephyra monster that is able to reborn monsters from your graveyard. And then when you fusion summon using him, you can actually special summon a card from your hand. So this can actually start extending your plays and doing some other crazy stuff and help you maybe go into links. And then one Brain Research Lab. This pretty much is just for an extra normal summon every turn. When you're able to open like a Wen and like a Lara, and you can normal both in the turn to get fusions on the field, it really helps with the consistency of the effects and the plays. 3 gold Sark. This is just standard for the deck. You want to banish your monsters to target with like Ulti Kanahawk, just put things into the grave, or you want to, like I said, I was trying to see if I could tech a Necroface to banish it, and then do all the plays with like with who I banish. I can put them into the grave for Kanahawk searches and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And then you add the Necroface back, and you can normal it, and it helps you play around things like when you use Desires. You activate Desires, banish 10, and then if you have like the Necroface that's out already, 2 turns later you can normal it to put all the cards back in your deck. So you can just kind of like run with infinite resources. The one Raigeki, obviously. The only traps I play are 2 Steeds and 2 Ambush. It only really takes a turn to pop off like one of these or the 2 Steeds, because it's not once per turn and it doesn't target. So you can actually just kind of like wipe a board once, and then on the next turn, like our end phase, you flip this or something, or you bring back your board, and you're able to just kind of push through and OTK your opponent. For the extra deck, this is kind of the part where I haven't really had too much time to put some thought in. I'm probably going to play 2 or 3 of these. It's obviously just for, you make it, you can quick play Poly into it, and it's for the name. When you reveal it with Rampingu, when you banish it with Rampingu, you send one of your psychics from the deck to the grave. The Penguin, I'm probably going to bump this to 2 too. It's just good for the non-destruction effect. It keeps you alive for the turn. It pretty much can like guarantee you a next turn. 3 of the Ultia Paleo. This is just obviously your main attacking monster. Sadly, I do not like how he does not get the buff from the Little Leo, because of when he attacks he's unaffected. But it can come up. And then 1 Kanahawk, obviously, because it's at 1. That's sad. But yeah, that's pretty much it for right now, because I just kind of had started messing around with the deck, and I was kind of like wanting to like see if you guys thought of what else I could run in the deck, or what else I could try playing, and get some ideas from that, and it'll kind of just move along as I go through the week. So I'll probably have another video up for you guys for the build that I'll probably be playing. I'm probably going to try teching a few things. I was told to try Brilliant Fusion in it to get some plays going on, to get some links that I can try out, and just go from there. But it's gonna be lit when the new link comes out. It'll probably give the deck some footing. So that's it. I'm also gonna have up next a Noble Knight video, another one of those decks that I really enjoyed. I managed to start putting together. So I'm really excited for that, and that should be coming around pretty soon. So thanks for watching.